Traveling with just a sling or a small bag is going to help you save money and make travel way less stressful. You're also going to look a lot more stylish doing it, because oftentimes small bags like these, like this one here from Topologie, are going to look a lot cooler than travel backpacks or roller luggage. This is the 7-liter Boston Bag Medium from Topologie, and is made with a really beautiful, lightweight, matte surface washed nylon. The bag features 3 carry options: handheld, crossbody, and shoulder, depending on which straps you choose. It currently comes in 3 colorways, although Topologie is always adding more colors as others sell out. Now, this type of packing is not going to be for everyone, but if you're really looking to simplify your travel, then let's check out the features of this bag while packing it up for a weekend trip. Topologie is one of my favorite brands at the moment. Their stuff is so unique and cool. I don't know, it just is like such a breath of fresh air, especially when there are just so many black backpacks. It's really cool to have like a little color, a little shape and design. Really dig this Boston medium bag. So as you can see, we got some big Topologie branding on the front. That's definitely their style. A lot of their bags have that. Doesn't bother me, just because it's kind of consistent with everything they do. I kind of like it. I like how it's peeking out. You kind of get a little cut off here of the logo as well. Just looks really nice. You got this like brown, you have the green, and then you have the like kind of cream white. Beautiful colors all together, really like that. And the fabric is this washed nylon, which feels like really soft to the touch. It's a really nice fabric, honestly. Other than that, we have a little cross-body rope on here, and it just connects to both sides of the bag. You can also put rope straps on here. So you put one on this side, one on this side, and you could, you know, flip them like this for like a handheld mode if you want to carry it like kind of like a briefcase, or push them up this way and then you can carry it on your shoulder. But this one is cool because this is like for a crossbody, so more like a sling. And then you can just adjust it right here with the rope. Yeah, really cool and unique. I love the Topologie wears system is what they call it. But yeah, those ropes, they're like inspired by rock climbing ropes, but they have tons of them. So there's like thousands of different options. You can really customize your bag to your liking, which is also a really cool feature about Topologie bags. So other than that, this bag is super simple. We have a little quick access pocket here in the back. It goes from about here to here, all the way down. And then inside, we have a large open pocket here. So with that large open pocket though, gonna be a perfect bag to take on a weekend trip. Really easy to pack out. I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. So let's actually start with that main large pocket there. And the first thing we'll put in are our clothes. So here we go. We have all of our clothes in this small Fyro packing cube. Fyro packing cubes are the way to go. They're the best right now. Got 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of boxer briefs, 2 t-shirts in here, as well as a pair of gym shorts to sleep in. So, as you can see, we fit pretty good amount of stuff in this small little packing cube here, and more than enough for a short weekend trip, especially when you're packing this minimalist way that we are today. So yeah, let's zip this up. We're gonna go ahead and put this in our bag first. So, kind of slide that in there just like that. And as you can see, that fits so well in there. So you're still gonna have a good amount of space. It takes up maybe 3/4 of the bag, that packing cube does. So the next thing we will add to our bag is this little pen case from Field Notes and Bellroy. This is actually my toiletries bag. I use this for my toiletries on short trips like this. Just really nice to put all of our small travel size toiletries in. But yeah, fits everything I need. So next we'll slide that into the side, and as you can see, kind of side by side there, but still a little space on top of that as well. So next, let's go ahead and put our charger in here. So that goes just right on top of our little pen case / toiletries bag. Also, let's throw in a book. I've been trying to read more, doing the best I can. I love these 33 1/3 books. I love carrying these. I read this one before, but I thought I would revisit it. This is Bizarre Ride 2 by The Far Side, one of my favorite 90s, like old school hip hop groups. They have like the best jazzy beats, really funny and obscene lyrics. But yeah, really, really cool hip hop group from the 90s. Highly suggest checking them out. You might know the song Passin' Me By, but they also have a number of other great tracks. All right, next, let's pack up this little pocket over here on the side. I have a couple things to put in here. Start with a pen. Have our little field notes pen. Slide that on the bottom. Next, put in a field notes notebook. This is from the new Explore America series, and I recently did a roundup of all of their new Explore America notebooks in a recent video, so be sure to check that out if you haven't. But this is just so cool. Look how beautiful that cover is. Yeah, really, really cool series that Field Notes did. So I put that in there next, and there you go. You can see it kind of just slides right in. Next, we got our passport since we were traveling. Always good to carry that along. Gotta slide that to the side. And we kind of have like a little open space here, which is going to fit our AirPods really well. So you can just kind of slide those in the side there. And yeah, it makes everything really easy for a weekend trip. I can't suggest this bag enough. I can't recommend this bag enough. I think it is absolutely perfect, especially for those short weekend trips when you don't need to bring a lot and you just want that really freeing minimalist style of packing and travel. All right, so lastly, let's just quickly talk about this week's playlist. And it's kind of a fun playlist this week, more for personal reasons, but I'm going to a concert later on this week. I'm going to see Get Up Kids, Sunny Day Real Estate, and Jimmy Eat World perform their 2001 masterpiece, Bleed American, in its entirety. Should be a super, super fun show. I'm recording this earlier in the week, so I will splice in like some footage that I take with my cell phone while I'm there. But yeah, just been really excited about this one for a while. When you have a 2-year-old, it's pretty tough to get out to concerts a lot. So a buddy of mine and I are going to this, and it should be a really, really fun, nostalgia-packed night. So, in anticipation, I have been listening to a lot of all three of these bands. The only band I've seen on this bill is the Get Up Kids. Saw them a bunch of times growing up, and they're one of my all-time favorite like emo bands. So really excited to see them again for the first time in probably like 20 years. So it should be really cool to see them live. But for this week's playlist, we're going to do 2 songs from each band, and then focus on one album from each of those bands. So, of course, the first album we'll be focusing on is Bleed American, since it is the 25th anniversary tour. We'll start off this week's playlist with the track A Praise Chorus, one of my favorite Jimmy Eat World songs, featuring backing vocals from Davey from The Promise Ring and Captain Jazz. And it's just a really good pop-punky kind of almost alternative rock song. Great way to start off this week's playlist. Next, we have the Authority song, also from Jimmy Eat World's Bleed American, and this is a fun, like, end of album track. It's poppy. It's about playing songs on the jukebox. Cool song. They name drop the Jesus and Mary chain in this one, which is always cool. Another one of my favorites off that album. Next, we will go into Sunny Day Real Estate. And if you're not familiar with Sunny Day Real Estate, they are a Seattle, Washington-based band. They kind of came up around like the same time as like the grunge era in the early 90s. They were on Sub Pop Records for their first couple albums, but they really have a cool mix of like grunge and emo. They're definitely like a highly influential band, and so many other bands today were influenced by them when they were starting out. So these 2 tracks come from the album Diary. It's the one from them that I'm most familiar with, and I think it's their best in my opinion. Fight me in the comments if you like their other ones better. But we're going to go with the tracks 7 and In Circles, which are definitely 2 of their most popular tracks, but for good reason. And then finally on this playlist, we're going to round it all out with 2 tracks from the Get Up Kids, from the album Something to Write Home About, which is kind of their masterpiece. They just went on a tour last year performing this album straight through. I didn't get the chance to see them. I really wanted to go to that show, but happy I'm getting to see them now. So hopefully they'll be playing a bunch of tracks off of that at this show. But we have I'm a Loner Dottie, a Rebel, and Holiday. 2 fantastic songs from Get Up Kids. You really can't go wrong with them. These are 2 of like the more upbeat songs on the album. But Get Up Kids have always been great. I've always really enjoyed all of their like iterations, from like this kind of like emo sound to even when they went like a little more indie on a Wire. I just think they've always been like a really solid band, and it's cool that they're kind of still making music today. I was looking at Setlist FM and saw that they are even playing like a new song, or they did at Red Rocks in Colorado. So hopefully they're playing that new track and have kind of like a similar set list, because that would be super awesome to see all of those songs live that they played there. But who knows? Maybe I'll even go crazy and pick up a little merch. We shall see. Maybe that'll appear in next week's video. But anyway, for now, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.